Hello, Michael Finn, Holistic Exercise and Lifestyle Coach, and today the exercise is going to be a back extension. Back extensions are great for our hips, our glutes, our hamstrings, of course our back, that's why we call them back extensions, and they help us with posture and being stronger, as well as keeping our back healthier so that we don't injure things and all that kind of good stuff. So here we go. So in gyms, they have back extension machines, and I kind of like to use those once in a while, but I also really like using a ball. This way, if you don't go to a gym and you exercise at home, you can just do it with a ball. As well as even in the gym at times, you can do it with the ball too. The ball's a little bit more unstable, it moves, and because it's round, we can, kind of do different things. So I'm going to show you a few different variations where you can get a lot of different results out of doing particular back extension exercises. Alright, so easiest way to explain how to get into position. So when I'm using a ball, I like the feet to be anchored on a wall behind me. I'm just going to use this step to pretend that it's a wall, but this step here behind me is going to anchor my feet. So I've got the bottom of my feet against the wall behind me. Okay, while I'm kneeling on my knees, and I've got the ball pulled all the way into me as close as I possibly can. Alright, and I picked a fairly big ball. So the bigger the ball, the easier the exercise is going to be, and the smaller the ball, the harder the exercise is going to be. And I'll show you that at the end of the video. So here we go. So I'm going to kind of lift myself up a little bit as I roll forward up onto this ball. And I actually want it more underneath my hips, so like right now my belly button's not even up on top of the ball. So I'm going to push my hands into the ball, lift myself up, and move that ball a little bit more underneath me. I'm going to do it one more time so that now my belly button's way up on top of the ball so that I can actually round my back. So a lot of people think that we're not supposed to round our spine, but we are supposed to round our spine. Anything our body can do, we need to actually do, and we need to actually work it. So when we round our spine, it works some of the muscles, but it also really works the ligaments in our spine too. So as long as you don't have a back injury, doing exercises where we do round our back a little bit like this is a good thing to keep it strong and to keep it healthy. So if you do have a back injury, I highly recommend you reach out to me or another CHEK practitioner and you get your exercises progressed properly so that you don't have to worry about your back injury anymore. Alright, so my feet are still against the wall. My knees are nice and soft. I have my legs bent a little bit, and this allows me to stay balanced on the ball. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale. I'm going to kind of try to push my hips forward into the ball and straighten out my legs and lift my upper body up. And I'm going to bring my arms back by my sides like jet airplane wings as I come all the way up. And then I'm going to exhale and I'm going to relax and I'm going to wrap back around the ball again like I was. And so this way I'm engaging the glutes as I push my hips into the ball. I'm engaging my hamstrings as I straighten my legs out. And then I'm engaging my back as I'm lifting up my upper body. And I'm doing it all at the same time. All in one clear motion, where it's just hips, hamstrings, back. Boom. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale coming back down. Big inhale coming up. And you don't really want to focus on how high you're coming up. You want to focus more on being long through your body and extending your spine and trying to reach your body across the room, but still getting everything all nice and straight from your ankle, through your knee, through your hip, through your whole spine, through your shoulders, and through your ear. Alright, so that's kind of like beginner level. Now there's a couple ways we can do this. So you can just do repetitions of just exhaling down, inhaling up, and just doing repetitions like that. Or we can develop postural strength. So if you get sore muscles or tired muscles standing or even sitting, and you need to strengthen those postural muscles, what's really great to do is just come up into that straight position and hold. Breathe comfortably, hang out, and just hold in that position. And you'll feel muscles in your glutes working, and muscles in your hamstrings working, and muscles in your low back working. Try to have the belly button just gently in. It's not about pulling it really tight, but just having it gently in so that it's stabilizing your core and stabilizing your vertebra. So it should kind of happen naturally, but don't be pushing your stomach into the ball. And you can just hang out in this position. And it's going to develop a lot of postural muscles in what we call our deep longitudinal system in through the whole backside of the body. Okay? And you can start off with 10 or 15 seconds. Build your way all the way up to where you can hold for 2, 3, or even 4 minutes. So, and that will develop really strong postural muscles. You can see I can just hold there and have a conversation. It's not difficult at all. Alright, so that's one way you can vary it. Repetitions or just holding for periods of time. And that way you'll work different muscle groups. Then we can make it more difficult by changing our arm position. So, same exercise, if I come up and I just make that jet airplane with arms, with my wings with my arms, pulling them back towards my side, that's fairly easy. But if I do straight out to the side with my arms, it's going to be a little bit harder. So, because my arms are going to be a little bit higher, so I'm going to have to lift a little bit more weight. And then if I bring my arms up over my head, like making a big V, and going that way, well, it's going to make it even a little bit more difficult. And then it's also going to start engaging more of the middle and lower trapezius and going that way. So you can change the position. You could even do one arm up over the head and the other arm down by your side. And now you're going to get a whole nother crazy diagonal angle, and you can alternate them. So right arm up by my head, left arm down by my side, and then back down, and then left arm up over my head, and right arm down by my side. Now you're going to get crazy angles pulling all across the fascia in your back. This is going to make your back really, really strong so that when you do all these bending and twisting things and everything else in life, that you don't hurt yourself and everything stays healthy and you don't get these crazy back strains and all this other kind of stuff. So, and oftentimes I will do a couple of repetitions of this kind of exercise in between sets of other harder exercises. Alright? So that's a great way to do your back extension. The one other way where you can actually even make it more difficult is by finding the balance to do it on one leg. And so that way I've got one foot on the wall and I've got my other leg over the top, and then I go nice and slow, coming all the way up. And nice and slow back down, and going just like that. Okay? So you can do single-legged back extensions as well. So, and then of course, yes, you can add weight, but when you add weight, I would recommend that you start with little dumbbells down by your side, and then maybe go to a weight plate across the chest, something like that. But take it slow. The big thing is master everything with your body weight first, before you start adding additional load to it. So, hope you like the back extension. Build up your back nice and strong. If you have questions, put some comments down below or shoot me an email. If you want some more private coaching, don't hesitate to reach out to me as well on an email. And make sure to subscribe. Hit the little bell. And if you got any questions about Swiss balls or exercise balls, make sure to check out my website, finfit.com. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Have a happy and healthy day, building a nice strong back.